people introduce him on so many stage, so many platforms, VCon and everything. So many things have been said about our chief. But let me tell you this. I've never seen anyone with that level of dedication for our growth and our success. I've never seen someone with that level of energy, passion, success. I've never seen someone with that level of energy, passion, and I've never seen him tired. Sometimes I wonder if he gets tired. Then I realized why he doesn't get tired. Because from the time he wakes up to the time he goes to sleep, from everything that is happening with the kids, family, everything, our growth is always in his mind. His dedication is unmatchable. So our global family all over the world, Day2, rise again. Let's welcome our chief, Patman Sanati Raja, here in this space in QI Tower. Chief.
Thank you, Kalai. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My V family all over the world. This is your chief back for day 2. All right. I don't know whether you guys enjoyed day 1. I was looking on social media and I was looking in our chat groups and I saw hundreds of photographs of you guys all over the world watching the Rise Again event on the streets, in the cafes, in your home offices, with your family at home. Some of you guys were like sitting down, I think literally on the side of the road, on a curb and watching it. I think it was a cold place because everyone was dressed up very warm. So firstly, to all the translators, I love you guys. Yesterday I spoke very fast because I couldn't see where the translators were. But today I'm going to slow down so you guys can really translate my message. This 3-day event, the timing is perfect. We are at the beginning of the year. I know a lot of you are just getting started, just getting into the mode. I understood that a lot of people are doing your own little events of bringing your teams together. So I think the timing for the Rise Again event is perfect. And I spoke to Kalai, Sati yesterday, and we're going to do this every year. But the good news is, I'm going to do it in January to kickstart the year. Then I'm going to do it in June to make sure you guys are still switched on. And then we see you the next year in January. So this will become like a tradition of the V to give you guys everywhere in the world access to some important knowledge, the right message, hopefully some inspiration. You heard from Kalai earlier, and today you have 2 amazing speakers coming up, and then I come back and see you at closing. And today we changed the chairs because nobody wanted to sit on the low chairs. You saw my shoes today, guys. This is a Nike Supreme. It's supposedly very rare. All right, I can see the jealousy in everyone's face here that they don't own a Nike Supreme. It's basically a white shoe with red shoelaces. Okay, so now let's talk about today. Yesterday, 8 basic building blocks. And if you watched my Wednesday message, I emphasize that what I realized yesterday while doing the 8 basic building blocks, I think the key to success in network marketing is the ability to remain a beginner, the ability to retain the mindset of a beginner. Because if you look at everyone and you ask any max out king, max out queen, or whoever is successful in QNet today, if you ask them to go back to the best time of their journey, the most passionate, the most productive, the most warrior mode was always the beginning of the journey. So I hope that I'm speaking not only to people who have been around for a long time, but to a lot of people who just started your journey. And today, the first part, and I'll come back and see you later, I want to talk about what people fail to understand about this business. So first, let's get something straight. This is a business. And if you look back to the time you started growing up, teenager, high school, there's one thing you constantly heard, that people only make money if they own their own business. All right? Because there's two parts of life that anyone can choose. One is the part that I think 95, 98% of the world chooses. That is the path of go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. Now, nothing wrong with it. People are still out there and living life. I have nothing against that. But I think that path is going to be a path for people who are willing. That path is going to be a path for people who are willing to give up on their dreams. People who have surrendered and said, I will never be able to live the life I want. Because I don't think, and if you're watching me right now, I don't think working 9 to 5, surviving on your salary, and being able just enough to pay your bills, and maybe at the end of the month have a little bit extra money, all right, and pray that you can save up enough money in 10, 15 years to buy your own home, is the life you would want. I don't think anyone wants to live in that way. Now, don't get me wrong when you hear this message. I don't think anyone wakes up in the morning and say, I want to remain poor or broke. I think they are broke or poor because they were not willing to take risk. They were not willing to take a leap of faith. They were not willing to get out of that rat race of go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. Because that rat race, to a certain extent, gives people a sense of security. That means you go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home for 30 days. At the end of the month, if you have a job, you get paid. And that sense of security is what keeps people in the concept of employment. And why less than 5% of society, of humanity, the working class, the adult human population, why less than 5% choose the path of entrepreneurship? Now, you call it entrepreneurship because it's a big word, but bottom line, you become a businessman and businesswoman. Now, let's talk about this concept of owning a business. And a lot of people don't understand this, and I'm explaining it to you. Now, business, to your understanding, is the traditional concept. You know about this. People take a loan from the bank, or they borrow money from relatives, or they sell their house, and they have like maybe $50,000 or $100,000, and they start a business. The most traditional form of businesses, $1,000, and they start a business. The most traditional form of businesses are like restaurants, all right, small to medium-sized businesses. Now, nobody today can start a small business with $50,000 and become a concept of monopolization. These big companies will buy those small companies to prevent them from becoming a great success story. So all these startups, prevent them from becoming a great success story. So all these startups, all these startups that you hear, the word startup. Startup means is people who start a business for the first time, entrepreneurship. All the startups, their only dream is to be big enough to be sold to the big guys. And they can make 2 million, 3 million. Lucky ones, 10 million. The super lucky ones, 100 million, 200 million. But that is, you can count with your hands these stories. just because you see it on TikTok, just because you see it on Insta Reels, doesn't mean there are millions of stories like this. You want me to slow down some more? Doesn't mean there are millions of stories like this. There's very few. They just keep repeating in a loop on your social media. What people fail to understand is that 95 to 98% of traditional businesses around the world don't succeed. All right? They will either disappear in the first 2 to 3 years, or they will last longer than 2 to 3 years, but the owner of that business doesn't actually make money. They just survive on cash flow, because they have to pay rent, they have to pay salaries, they have to pay for vegetables, workers, everything. So they look good, they smell good, but technically, they will never be financially free. So that concept of business, the traditional form, all right, you and I will not be able to survive. Because where are we going to find $100,000? Some of us didn't even own a house to sell when we started our journey. Now here comes this industry called network. This is a new thing. It's been around for donkey years, but it has evolved. From the early companies where people go to the door and knock and sell lipstick and soap powder, to today, all right, organizations doing a global broadcast to thousands of people to train them to become the most powerful networkers and entrepreneurs the industry has ever seen. From people wearing company-given uniform to entrepreneurs wearing Nike Air Force Ones. Are you guys with me? That's how the world is, that's how the industry is evolving. From suit to ties, all right, to cool t-shirts and jackets, the industry is evolving. From people in network marketing earning an additional $50 a month to supplement their income, people targeting to earn $100 or $500 a month, all right, to supplement their income. Today, network marketing top distributors around the world, including QNet, can earn anywhere from $250,000 to $1 million US a month. So this industry has changed from additional money to buy groceries to financial freedom, big money, to live in dream homes and buy dream cars. However, this industry is a confusing industry. It doesn't fall into the category of traditional business. Therefore, it will never get the respect of traditional business. There is no brick and mortar required. You don't have to hire anyone. All your downlines are your partners, and they are equally qualified to earn as much as you, and the beauty, they can even earn more than you. Now, this industry allows people to work from home, to work on their mobile phones anywhere in the world, allows distributors or IRs like QNet IRs to sign up in Malaysia and have downlines in South Africa, all right, before even boarding the aeroplane to fly to South Africa. Today, the V has downlines in every freaking country on the planet. And I have not traveled to every country on the planet. Are you guys with me? Dato Sri Vijay and Japa, our great founders, were the first people in the whole industry of network marketing, and nobody knows this. In 1998, we were the first network marketing company to offer a globalized, borderless business opportunity. Nobody before that did it. We were the first. The wisdom, the vision of Dato Sri Vijay. He said, no limitations, limitless, Patman. I said, what do you mean? You can sign up anyone, anywhere in the world, and we will ship the product to them. They will pay us, we will pay them commission, all right, anywhere in the world. That's why I tell people, when they ask me to describe QNet, I said simply, we are the Amazon of network marketing. We are the Amazon of network marketing, all right? And what year did Amazon get established? Tang, 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 1998. So in 1998, two visionaries, Jeff Bezos, close friend of mine, he gets a lot of advice from me, all right? Jeff Bezos and Vijay Ishwaran, all right, in two different industries, in two different platforms, launched a company. Now one company made one man a multi-billionaire. Another company created thousands of millionaires around the world. It's not traditional business. We are in the middle. All right? We are floating in this unknown land called e-commerce entrepreneurship. In this unknown land called e-commerce entrepreneurship. Direct selling, the sales and distribution of goods and services, all right, e-commerce referral marketing. We got so many names, so many personalities that until today, I have met ministers in various countries around the world. And when I tell them, Patman, what does the company do? I said, we are a network marketing company. Excuse me? What is a network marketing company? You mean IT networking? So there are people in 2023 in your country, in governments all over the world, who still do not understand this because this business of network marketing cannot be categorized. And let me tell you why this industry, including QNet, sometimes, and let me tell you why this industry, including QNet, sometimes in various geographical locations around the world, we get attacked by the media, by the internet, by social media, by authorities. We get attacked because think about it. You have an industry, a company that allows the common man and the common woman with the uncommon dream to pursue a journey of entrepreneurship just by purchasing a product, 2 products, 3 products, 4 products, 5 products, and they will have access to a business opportunity that could pay them anywhere from 20,000 over US for one tracking center max payment, and they can have multiple tracking centers maxing out. Or even pay a housewife or a homemaker an additional 500, 600, or 750, 1,000 US a month, a week. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But not everyone likes the vision of Dato Sri Vijay. Not everyone wants to empower their citizens to become financially free. Not everyone wants Kalai and me, who got an education, to throw away our degrees, all right, and become entrepreneurs. Now that is the way the world is. So if you search QNet on various social is. So if you search QNet on various social media or web-based search engines, you will see good news, good news, good news, bad news. Bad news, good news, bad news, bad news, good 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 news. Exactly like any president of any country, exactly of every CEO of a Fortune 500 company, exactly like some of the biggest companies in the world from Alibaba to Apple, all right? Exactly like every Bollywood star, every Hollywood star, every spiritual leader, all right, anyone in the world has good news and bad news attached to them, because it is impossible to get everyone to love you. It is impossible to get everyone to embrace, to get everyone to love you. It is impossible to get everyone to embrace your mindset, your vision, your vehicle, your modality of empowering entrepreneurs. So that's why you see bad news about QNet. All right? And if you choose to believe the bad news, I only have one favor. Don't choose which one to believe. Believe both. All right? If you are just a normal person. But if you are a smart person, believe the facts. Don't believe the opinions. All right? I live in a world, in my theory of life, facts I believe. Opinions, you can throw a stone and you can get an opinion from anyone. So let's talk about the facts of QNet. All right? We are an e-commerce network marketing company. We are 20 on our e-store, ranging from healthcare to home care, all right, to travel, to energy, to watches, to jewelry, okay? We have about 40 to watches, to jewelry, okay? We have about 40 official QNet offices around the world and many more agents, partner offices around the world. All right, we are members of the Direct Selling Association, the global recognition platform of direct selling, all right, in various countries around the world. We are partners with the Manchester City Football Club countries around the world. We are partners with the Manchester City Football Club for 11 years. So let me ask you a question. One moron's opinion on the internet, or one journalist's story in the newspaper. These are normal people who may have written it for reasons we shall not talk about. Or one of the most powerful, recognized, credible, champion football teams in the world, with over 300 people in their legal department who went through a stringent process of evaluating QNet inside out. They wanted to know my dog's name, Kalai. You understand? All right? And they reviewed us for months. The Manchester City Football Club, the biggest football club in the world. And they came back and said, approve. You can be our sponsor. And we are the direct spelling sponsor of Manchester City, and we are their watch partner. That means Simier, that manufactures Bernard H. Meyer, we own Simier. Simier manufactures the official Manchester City watches for the Manchester City Football Club. We cannot get bigger than this. And they didn't stay with us for 1 year and then change their mind because of whatever is happening. They have been with us for 11 years. We just renewed a contract for another 5 or 7 years, all right? And they are standing by our side. They won 3 championships last year, creating history. Then we are sponsors of the African Football League, the CAF, all right, Cup Federation, all right, the Federation, African Cup of Nations, all right, CAF. We are sponsors next to the oil company, Exxon or Total. Total, one of the biggest oil companies in the world, and QNet, all right, with CAF. Guys, we have a tower in Malaysia. I'm sitting right now in the tower, all right, in one of the nicest cities, Petaling Jaya, 2 minutes from Kuala Lumpur. Our own freaking tower. We own a university that has already graduated, all right, 3 batches of doctors who have graduated from Quest International University. All right, we own a watch manufacturing facility in Switzerland called Simier. All right, we are one of the top 100 internet articles, say, opinion that could challenge the facts that I just told you. So the fact of the matter is, we belong that I just told you. So the fact of the matter is, we belong over the world, in developed countries, developing countries, underdeveloped countries, and all these countries come with their strength and weaknesses, if you know what I mean. I just winked. And all these countries come with their strength and weaknesses, if you know what I mean. I just winked, okay? And we have reached places that the direct selling industry could never reach. And end of the day, guys, let me ask you a question. All right? What options do you have for entrepreneurship? You're going to sell your house and open a restaurant that's going to go bankrupt in exactly 18 months because a franchise restaurant opened next to you? What choice do we have? And here you have a company with a proven track record, with success stories of real people that you see here, you see at VCon, you see in your countries, from all walks of life, women, men, married, unmarried, mothers, fathers, educated, not educated, from every race, religion, creed, who have achieved some level of success. Now, I'm not only highlighting the max out kings and max out queens, but we have thousands of people who earn $1,000 a month, $500 a month, but they earn it as an entrepreneur, all right, with their own blood and sweat. They control their time, they control their destiny. I am not only a supporter of QNet, I am a supporter of this industry called network marketing. All right, even when I retire one day, I will remain the ambassador of network marketing. Because look at me, I was 22 years old, a loser, a moron, okay, with a lot of problems. All right, and if I remain on that path of life, today I won't be broke, I'll be poor. All right, and my life would involve getting up on Monday morning, which is against my spiritual beliefs, to an alarm clock, jumping into a car that I don't own because I still owe the bank 90%, staying in a house, jumping into a car that I don't own because I still owe the bank 90%, staying in a house that most probably I would have rented or paying a mortgage on, get into a traffic jam, drive to a court, put on a uniform, run like a kid to go into court only to be insulted by a judge, all right? And most probably come back home at 11 o'clock at night, dead tired, and still be broke after 40 years of working or 50 years of working. That would have been my life, Kalai's life, Giri's life, everyone's life. But here I am today at 22, right? Was introduced to a great man called Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan. At that time he was Vijay Ishwan. I hope you know, the term Dato Sri is a term of recognition given by the royal family of Malaysia. It is the highest level of honor given to a civilian citizen, like how the Queen of England will give the title Sir. In Malaysia, it's Dato Sri. So the government of Malaysia recognized Dato Sri's contribution, all right, economically, from the point of charity to the Rhythm Foundation, impact on education to the Quest University, impact on empowering entrepreneurs, all right, through QNet, and they conferred him the title not once, 3 times, all right, as Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan. So I met this man at 22, all right, and today I'm here as your upline, as your chief, financially free. And my only message to you, if you're watching me right now, don't look at us and say, wow, look at Kalai, unbelievable. I respect her so much, she's unbelievable. No, don't do that. Don't look at us with adoration and all of that bull sugar. Look at us and make this statement right now in your mind. If they can do it, I can do it. That's what I want you to believe. Because whoever you are watching me, Africa, Middle East, India, Central Asia, Russia, okay, Europe, Malaysia, wherever you are, trust me, you are starting at a much better point of your life than me when I started 25 years ago. You have so much more of QNet today than I had when I started in 1998, we had nothing. We had nothing. We had a product, we had a comp plan, we had no e-commerce, we had nothing, but we still built. So I want you to understand that I believe that this industry is the future. This industry is the freaking future of accessible entrepreneurship. However, don't make the mistake everyone makes. And let me address that now. This industry works, proven, 25 years. All right, I've seen with my own eyes, nobody becomes somebody. Pat Tobeng was selling coffee in the market, earning $1 a day. Today, he's the richest man in his city, with the largest house, the lifestyle you can only dream about. All right, Sachin was riding a motorbike, selling insurance in Jabalpur in India. Today, he lives in a dream home in Dubai. All right, Yusuf Sila was a traffic warden. All right, stopping and controlling cars in Côte d'Ivoire. And today, I think his house is bigger than most ministers in Côte d'Ivoire. All right? Now, these success stories, you need to know how they made it. All right? Now, are there stories of people who failed in network marketing? No. They are only stories of people who quit from network marketing. There's a big difference. All right? You cannot fail in network marketing. I'm telling you this, and listen very carefully. As long as you don't quit, all right, at some point of your journey, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you will make money. You will see results. Even if you just retail products, the retail profit is respectable. You understand? Even if you don't want to network, you understand that? You cannot fail in network marketing. Everyone who says network marketing doesn't work, they simply quit. So when you quit, of course it doesn't work because you are no longer in network marketing. All right? But there are people who quit. All right? And we must understand why. Because my goal is not to push you to become is to take you to a mental state of mind that along this journey, no matter what happens, you don't quit. No matter what happens, you don't quit. Are you guys with me? All right? That's my goal. That's why I exist. That's why Japa and Dato Sri put me here. Are you guys with me or not? If somebody asks me, what's your main, are you a trainer? Are you a speaker? No. I'm the guy who prevents people from quitting. I'm the guy who keeps people switched on. My only role in this organization as your chief, as your upline, representing the great ones, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, is just to prevent you from quitting. Because I have seen, if this is your starting point, all right, and that's max out. Here is the mystery of network marketing. You never know when you're going to max out. Nobody can tell you, not even me, not even Japa, not even Dato Sri. All right, it could happen in 3 months. Can you imagine, Kalai, if you signed up and you had, Arun on your left, Sati on your right, okay, you're going to be a max out queen, all right, in exactly 18 months for the rest of your freaking life. Are you guys with me or not? But there's no way for Kalai to know where is Arun, where is Atli. You understand not? I have tried everything. I bought every crystal ball and rubbed it and said, this next guy, is he going to help me max out? So the mistake most networkers make, not only in QNet, in this industry, and why they quit, is because they start their journey. All right? They do a presentation. Hot zone, hot zone, hot zone, hot zone, hot zone. They may get 1 check or no check. Okay? No commission yet. 3,000 BV on the left, 2,000 BV on the right. All they need is 1 more sign up to earn their first step. And they go to the next prospect. The person says no. Next prospect. The person says no. Next prospect, I read a negative article, I don't want to join you. Next prospect, no. Next prospect, no. And at that point comes human nature. The person is frustrated. The person feels defeated. The person starts to doubt himself, herself. The person is tired. A lot of noise. I told you, I told you, I told you. And majority of people, believe it or not, at that point, they decide to quit. At that point, they decide to quit. And what you fail to understand, the next prospect, if you did not quit, could have been Arun, could have been Kalai, could have been Sati, could have been Giri. You understand or not? All right? And then the next few steps, you could already be earning 1,000 a week, 2,000 a week, I don't know. All right? Because it's not a predictive business. No business is predictive. Bill Gates didn't know he would be this big, I guarantee you. Steve Jobs didn't know he would be this big, I guarantee you. Dato Sri Vijay and Japa didn't know they would be this big. All right? Because business is business, guys. You never know when you reach that tipping point of exponential growth. So the mistake a lot of people make in this business, and I'm here to prevent you from making the mistake, all right, is they quit. You cannot fail in network marketing. If you quit, you're not going to make it. Simple as that. And if you don't quit, I guarantee you that you will make it. Now, here comes the mystery that I want to solve. How do you stop people from quitting? All right, give me a coffee, Giri. How do you stop people from quitting? You have watched documentaries. You have watched stories. Every movie, guys. Every movie in the world today, Hollywood, Bollywood, all right, is all about the power of motivation, the power of never giving up. You know, everything is about a battle, about sports. You hear stories of Roger Federer, Nadal, Virat Kohli. You hear the story of Messi, Ronaldo. All these stories. You hear the story of Nelson Mandela. All right? Or even I was reading about Mike Tyson the other day, the greatest boxer of all time. Muhammad Ali, Gandhi, Mother Teresa. All right? All these people you look up to. All the people you read books about. All the people that supposedly inspire you. And if you hear all their stories, they have one thing in common. They all felt like quitting at many points of their journey. Every one of them, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, every one of them had that feeling of giving up, had that feeling of quitting somewhere along their journey. But either it was someone or something that kept them going another day and kept them going another day. So here is the secret of network marketing. All right? To become successful in QNet, and I hope that is your goal, it has very little to do with your knowledge, because yesterday I gave you enough knowledge to succeed. It has very little to do with your skill, because until today, I am convinced I have no skill. Are you guys with me or not? I am even more convinced today. My life partner is beyond convinced that I have no skill in anything in life. You understand? It's not about knowledge. It's not about skill. All right? It's not about who's your upline, who's your downline. All right? It's not about which pin over the last 25 years that you can build any market, guys. We built Ethiopia. All right? I've been to Solomon Islands. We built Ethiopia. All right, I've been to Solomon Islands, somewhere near Fiji. All right, I used to travel to Iceland, okay, and build, somewhere near Fiji. All right, I used to travel to Iceland, okay, and build. And we landed in Sri Lanka. They said, are you crazy? Why would you build Sri Lanka? All right, we built Sri Lanka at one point. Sri Lanka, the small island, was our #1 market in the world. Do you understand? All right, we went to India. They said, are you crazy? Your products are too expensive for India. All right, today India is one of our biggest markets in the world. Then we went to Central Asia. They said, Patman, the people in Central Asia is not going to listen to a moron from Malaysia telling them how to make money. Today, hands down, we are one of the most successful network marketing companies in the whole of Central Asia. All right, then the historical moment when I landed in Sudan and met my brother Adli, all right, and they thought we were crazy, right? Because our product is like, you know, our products were ranging from $600 to $2,000 or something like that. They said, are you crazy? Nobody in Africa. Are you crazy? Nobody in Africa will buy your products. This was 2001, my brothers and sisters, and today, hands down, QNet is the #1 network marketing company in the continent of Africa. You understand? Because you see, it's not about how much the products cost, all right? It's about the attitude of the people. So today I want to share with you the attitude that you must have with only one goal, not to quit. All right? Because let me be honest, if you ask any V partner, if you ask any AVP, all right, our big boys, our big girls, did they ever feel like quitting? And if they say no, they're lying. Because I am Patman Senadiraja, and I felt like quitting, all right, many times. In 2001, all right, 2000, sorry, in the year 2000, at the peak of my networking career, the journalist decided to write something interesting in the headlines of the newspaper in Malaysia. And I was young, I wasn't prepared to be a warrior, right? I was a networker, unbelievable success at that time. And I lost almost my whole network. And I went to my upline, the one and only Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan, with frustration, with oh my God, you know, Ishwan, what we going to do? The newspaper wrote this, blah, 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 blah. Please help me. I was sitting down. I'll never forget. He was sitting on his sofa, and I was sitting on the floor. That's how depressed I was. All right? And I was hoping he was going to give me an answer, a solution to this problem of losing my network at that time. And he sat down there, and you have no idea what kind of upline he is, okay? I hope he's not watching. All right? He looked at me, he said, what's the problem? I said, what's the problem? All right? He read the same newspaper I read. And we were not on page 19. We were in the headlines. To become in the headlines in Malaysia is not as easy as your country, because your country, anything can be in the headlines. Malaysia, you have to have some serious shit to become in the headlines, okay? So we were in the headlines. And he said, you mean this one? Don't worry about it. I said, excuse me? What kind of upline you are? See, block number 7, counsel upline. Don't counsel Vijay Ishwaran in the year 2000. Then he looked at me. He said, okay, so this is a big challenge, Patman. I have a solution. I said, thank God, finally. I had a book. I opened my book, I took out my $2 pen, and I looked at him, thinking he was going to give me a proper plan to save my network, Giri, and everything goes back to normal. Because we were young, we were naive. All right? I was 23, 24, okay? Now I'm 21, but wise. All right? So I was about to write, I was writing, yes, Ishwan. Now I call him Anne. Anne means older brother, but back then I call him Ishwaran. So I want to follow the storyline, okay? So I said, Ishwaran, what is it? He said, so you think this is a big problem? Yeah. And you think you can't solve it? No, I need your help. Very simple, quit. He said, excuse me? Quit. Just quit. No problem. We'll find somebody else to build Malaysia and all the other countries. You can quit, you can go back, you can still get a job, Abu. You have a degree. Alright? The worst advice an upline can give. And I looked at him, I said, are you serious? I'm serious. I cannot solve this problem with a snap of a finger. We will solve it eventually. It may take a week, a month, or 6 months. But we will solve it. But if you can't wait and stay with us and fight together, you better quit now. Alright? Because Padman, obviously, this problem is bigger than your dream. Profound statement. Same thing he told Sati. Because after I left the house, Sati, like a moron, went there to get advice. You understand or not? And today, it makes so much sense. If you're married to someone you love, and if you fight, and after that fight, you say, I want a divorce, what does it mean? It simply means that love was not real enough, that love was not strong enough, or it never existed before. If you ever have a challenge on this journey, your only question at that point is whether your dream, your only question at that point is whether your dream is bigger than the problem or challenge, or is your dream important enough to you? Because when you quit QNet, your dreams, that means you never wanted it bad enough. So when I sat there in that historical day in Dato Sri's house and asked him for advice, at that time I was unhappy with the advice, but today I realize it was the best advice he ever gave. If your dream is big enough, and this is why basic building block number 1 is dream. If your dream is big enough, important enough to you, nothing, all right, no challenge, no problem will drive you to a point where you want to quit. So here comes the secret. The secret in network marketing is not your skill, is not your knowledge, is not your market, is not the price of the product, it is not the country or region or whatever. It's not Google search, it's not negative, positive news, nothing. The secret to network marketing is 99% you. 99%. 99.99% is you. You are the secret. Your attitude, all right? Your tenacity, that means your resilience, your grit, as Dato Sri Vijay says, your love for your people, for your family, for your kids, your dream, all right? Your commitment, your dedication, everything is you. So don't look for answers outside. You can read any book, you can have any upline, you can be in any market, doesn't matter. The answer is you. So that's why Dato Sri Vijay focused so much on Padman and nothing else. So if you have embarked on this journey with us, with the knowledge I have given on the 8 basic building blocks, and the knowledge given by your great uplines, and the natural skill of being able to talk a little bit and ask somebody, where are you from? Can I have your number? That's all is required. And how to draw a circle with a line in the middle, all that skills you can learn in 15 minutes. what you really need to sort out is your attitude. All right? And today I will address the attitude required to stay on this journey long enough to see the success, all right, that will reach a point where you will never back off again. Do you understand? It may be 500 a week for some of you. It may be 10,000 a week for some of you. Everyone has a different benchmark. That means, you earn 250 a month, you will still say, is it worth it? All right, I spend 200 on coffee this month alone. You understand? But if you earn 2,000 a month and your job salary was 500, suddenly it's easier to stay. So I want to get you to a point where you will stay no matter what. Either your commission is big enough or your attitude is big enough. All right, you understand? Or your mindset is strong enough. My job is to get you there. You understand? Then after that, on your own, you can slowly or faster reach max out. Are you guys with me or not? Like we say in Malaysia. Malaysia, we don't say, come here quickly. We say faster. All right? We don't say slow down. We say slowly. All right? So, like Malaysia, Thailand. All right? So, my job is to get you to a point where you're okay. You're strong enough. You're matured enough. You're solid enough. And then, with enough support and a little bit of push once in a while from Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, my Wednesday message, you can stay and keep going till you reach that point that I would define as success. All right? The ultimate point would be max out, but you want to reach max out eventually. It's a beautiful place to be. You understand? Yes, I always joke and tell people, I love taking a shower. Yes, I always joke and tell people, I love taking a shower. Don't get excited, okay? I'm not going to do anything here, but I love taking a shower. All right? Because every time I take a shower and I come out, I earn $2,000. Are you guys with me or not? All right? So my life partner always complains, you take your shower too long, you're wasting the hot water. I said, don't worry, B, we can afford it. You understand? So you want to reach a point where you take a shower or sit on your toilet and you stand up, you made $500. You made $2,000, all right? And you can get there, all right? So that's why I'm trying to get you, okay? So one day you can go on VCon and tell your story. But now you are somewhere here, most of you watching me, you're somewhere here, but you need to be there. That's the solid ground. This is all shaky for you. So we need a checkup. Dexter Yeager used to say, you need a checkup from your neck up, all right? Because you go for your fitness check, you go for your blood test, all right? You go for your cancer marker test, you go for all the tests, but you never do a checkup from the neck up to check your attitude, to check your mindset. And the reason why I'm addressing this, because your mindset before this was a different mindset. It was an employee mindset. It was a dependent mindset, not an independent mindset. All right? It was follow, not lead mindset. All right? There were no challenges that were too big. All right? That you needed to be a warrior. You could actually live life as a wimp in your old life. But this is a new life. And here's the attitude I want you to have. And I want to prepare you for this, even the new kids on the block. All right? The first attitude you must have is 10 words. And each word has 2 alphabets. Interesting, isn't it? But it's actually, and each word has 2 alphabets. Interesting, isn't it? But it's actually a sentence. 10 words, Divya, interesting, isn't it? 10 words, each word only got 2 alphabets, but it's a very powerful sentence. All right? So it goes, if it is to be, it is up to me. That was a mic drop moment. No? Divya also like, what? He's sexy and smart. You understand or not? All right? So you understand or not? If it is to be, it is up to me. Do you understand or not? 10 words. All right? This business is yours. If it is to be, it is up to you. All right? So you must have employee mentality removed from your bloody mind, and you must have ownership mentality. You must take ownership that this is yours. Only then will you be ready for the journey of entrepreneurship. So you are, in a certain way, you are the Bill Gates, the Steve Jobs, the Alibaba, but you are not Alibaba, Jack Ma. His name is not Alibaba, Jack Ma. All right, you are that person. You don't own a big factory with 1,000 workers because that's risky. You own a dot in the computer called your tracking center, which we are the only network marketing company in the world that allows you to transfer that tracking center to a beneficiary when you drop dead. No other network marketing company allows this. That means you can build your tracking center to max out, all right, consistently. Then you drop dead, that max out tracking center will be transferred to your beneficiary, your son, your daughter, your wife, your husband, whoever you leave behind. And they will continue to earn from that tracking center for the next generation. Unfreaking believable, guys. Do you understand? That you are not only building this for yourself, you're building it for the next generation. That's why you need owner mentality. You need self-ownership. This is yours. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. That's the mindset you must have. Right? First mindset. You are not an employee. Your downline is just a terminology. First mindset. You are not an employee. Your downline is just a terminology. All right? It is your tracking center, your business. You are the CEO, you are the CFO, you are the COO, you are everything. All right? The good news is, the minute you sign up, somebody gives you a book or a DVD or a link that will teach you everything you need to know about running your business. Are you guys with me now? And you're not alone. You have a lot of support. You got the V, you got your uplines, you got your team, you got our great founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. You got me, all right? You got tons of people who are going to be with you all the way. Are you with me? So ownership mindset. If it is to be, it is up to me. All right? The second mindset you need to have, which a speaker will expound today, is the key to success in this business is consistency. All right? I gave this theory. I'll do it again on camera. The mistake people, everyone makes this mindset, okay? Everyone starts excited. So imagine there's a car here, and the car engine is dead, battery dead, Tesla, zero power in the battery, all right? What do? You have to push it, all right? And in the beginning, you push it, it's not easy. It is the toughest part of any journey of life. And you're pushing, and you keep pushing, and it becomes easier. Do you realize? And soon you can run, and soon you can put one finger on the car, if it's a flat road, of course, and you can turn it. And soon you can put one finger on the car, if it's a flat road, of course, and you can turn it. Now the mistake every moron makes in network marketing is inconsistency. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. So you know what you're doing in network marketing? All right? Most people will make this mistake. I'm preventing you from making this mistake. You push. It starts to roll a bit. You're happy? Push, stop. You will have a heart attack and quit the business after 6 months. Inconsistency is the greatest disease in networks. Inconsistency is the greatest disease in network marketing. I've seen it. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. After 3 years, Chief, It doesn't work. And I said, moron, you are not consistent. You understand not? All you have to do is be consistent. Be consistent in thought, in heart, in action. You understand? Just be consistent. And one day, you don't even have to put your finger on the car. You just blow. The car will keep going to max out. Are you guys with me or not? All right? So you need a mindset of consistency. This is not a part-time business. This is not a business that you can take a break. But don't panic. Don't panic. You can still go for your cousin's birthday. All right? You can still go for your friend's wedding. But here, you are switched on. All right? You can still go for your friend's wedding. But here, you are switched on. That this is my business. I own it. So let me ask you a question. If you took a loan from the bank for 200,000 and open a restaurant, and that's it, you got no more money, you're bankrupt, all the money is in the restaurant, and you're serving food. You will start the restaurant at 7 a.m., you will close at 11, all right? Now let's say one day, 11 o'clock, you're coming out of the restaurant, everything washed and clean, and you are closing the door. And suddenly you see 50 people coming to your restaurant after some event or wedding. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You are going to open the door very fast, And the guy will say, you're closing. No, sir, I'm testing the door. Please come. You will open the fridge. You will start cooking. All right? Because when you own a business, you can never switch off. When you own a business, there is no closing down. All right? You want to know the most successful companies in the world? They will remain open throughout the year. Holiday, whatever. You understand? All right? And that's what you need. A mindset of consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. The third mindset you need, all right, is the correct power of association. The correct association. That means you need to remember that to stay focused on QNet, you should surround yourself with the like-minded people. Do you understand? Don't do your business from 6 to 8 p.m. with the right-minded people, upline, downline, everyone. And then 8 p.m., go and spend the rest of the night with people who are losers, who are alcoholics, who tell you don't waste your time with QNet. Because what happens? It erases all that power. It depletes your power. It kills your attitude. Now, you can go and hang out with your friends, all right? But you don't become one of them. So Dato Sri Vijay says, it is proven over years of human existence that you become who you surround yourself with. True? You surround yourself with negative losers, you will become a loser. Now imagine if you surrounded yourself with Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, Arun, Adli, Sati, David, Kalai. You understand? You will be the most switched on. Arun, Adli, Sati, David, Kalai. You understand? You will be the most switched on, unbelievable, positive, unbelievable warrior networker on the planet. So, an unbelievable, positive, unbelievable warrior networker on the planet. So, always have the right mindset of your association. Surround yourself with the people that will help you rise. This is my secret. All right? I will always be in the zone of Dato Sri Vijay. I'll always surround myself with the best people that I know. Okay, so that's the third mindset. Okay? The fourth mindset that you need to embrace in this journey, and this is so important, all right, that every challenge that comes in front of you, you cannot stop it, you cannot control it, all right? I cannot stop what's going to happen to you tomorrow. I cannot stop what's going to happen to you next week. I cannot stop. Good or bad, I cannot stop it. Nobody can. Things are going to happen to you throughout this journey, good and bad. And the only thing you control, you need this mind, the only thing you control. And if you control your reaction, that problem will disappear. So I have a mantra in life. That problem will disappear. So I have a mantra in life. All right? No, and don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't give a shit about these problems, okay? All right? No, and don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't give a shit about these problems, okay? I still solve the problem. But when there's a problem in front of me, first thing I remember is my dream is big enough than this problem. The minute you agree and accept and decide that your dream is bigger than this problem, then you only sing one song. I don't care, I love it. All right, now somebody said, Chief, I don't care, I understand. Why must I love the problem? Here comes the next mindset. All right, the next mindset is every challenge, every problem only makes you stronger. So if you ask me, if I had a choice from the day I started to where I am today, financially free, would I have chosen the path of zero problems or have the same path that I had the 25 years? Some challenges, some big, some small, some down, some up, you understand not? I would not choose the path of zero challenges because I will not be the man I am today. I will not be the upline I am today. Kalai will not be who she is today, all right, without the challenges that she had to face and overcome. All right? So remember this, every challenge, because if you survive that challenge, which you must, you become stronger. You become better. You become more powerful. So right now, if you're watching me, you become better. You become more powerful. So right now, if you're watching me live from Malaysia, and you are facing a great challenge on this journey with QNet, give you examples. Long time no results. Possible? All right? Many rejections. Possible? Negative environment. Possible? All right? Negative newspaper. Possible? All right? Government that doesn't embrace network marketing. Possible? Yeah. Uplines who abandon you. Possible? Downlines who don't. Government that doesn't embrace network marketing. Possible? Yeah. Uplines who abandon you. Possible? Downlines who don't listen to you. Possible? Even worse, no downlines. Possible? Possible not. Family that doesn't support you. Possible? All right? Guys, welcome to my life for the last 25 years. Welcome to Kalai's life the last 25 years. Welcome to Arun, Atli, Sati, David, all right, Giri, Donna, Dato Sri Vijay, Japadas Bismarck. Everything I mentioned, we went through it not once, not twice, but multiple times. And the only difference between many people and us is when we face that problem, our dream was always bigger than the problem. Our attitude was, I don't care, I love it. Because this will only make me stronger. Because if it is to be, it is up to me. And I was lucky enough to have Dato Sri Vijay in front of me, Japa in front of me. I was surrounded by the right people. I chose the right association, power of association. I stayed away from the negative bullshit. I stayed in this zone of power, inspiration, dreamers, warriors, believers. And even when I lost everything, I was able to build it back again. And the next time I saw a problem, I smiled. And I told Giri, it's okay, Apu. We have been there, done that. It's only going to make us stronger. Are you guys with me? So you have this mindset, all right? And I'll share more later with you. You will reach that point. If you sustain that attitude, all right, Okay, you will reach a point where your commission from QNet is big enough, all right? Your downlines are solid enough. You are confident enough that you will stay. You're not shaky anymore. You are solid. You understand? And then every step you take after that is just to reach the final destination. And most people who quit don't quit at that point. Nobody quits at that point. Most people quit here, the early part of their journey. Nobody's going to quit if they make 500 US a week. They must be a moron. Nobody's going to quit when they have thousands of downlines. Nobody's going to quit, all right, when they're standing on stage and telling their story. Nobody's going to quit when their parents are proud of them for changing their lives. Nobody's going to quit when they upgraded their Toyota to a Mercedes. Nobody's going to quit when they have moved from economy class to business class, baby. All right? So that part, don't worry. It's solid. Here, the ground is shaky. But your legs need to be strong. Your heart needs to be strong. Your attitude needs to be strong. You just have to survive the beginning. And after that, guys, limitless. All right? And in here, the beginning, if you fall, Dato Sri Vijay says, get up again. All right? And just rise again. Get up again. Be the best version of yourself. We are a great company. Our founders are the most amazing two people I've ever met in my life. All right? We're going to be around, inshallah, for another 100 years. All right? But don't crawl. Lah. Don't crawl. A lot of people, don't. Like Dato Sri Vijay says, why crawl when you were born to fly? Now this can take 6 years, 7 years, 3 years, 2 years. I have seen 6 months. I have seen 3 months. All right? That's up to you to decide, not me. Do you understand? If you have found a dream big enough, if you're willing to pay the price, if you have the attitude of ownership, all right? If you are consistent and you never switch off, you watch the Wednesday message, you watch Instagram live, all right? Come to your system, listen to your uplines, inshallah find a way to come to VCon, all right? Cut off the noise from outside, okay? Okay, just cut it off, focus, remember your dream, remember your reason, and keep walking, never stop, never slow down. You just got to survive this part. And you're okay. This part, you need me. After that, you may even forget me, it's okay. Are you guys with me or not? And this part, I give you a promise that we are with you every step of the way. Are you guys with me? All right, so I love you guys, okay, wherever you are in the world watching this. And her, yes. All right, Kala is going to introduce her, all the way from a beautiful country of the Philippines. All right, so guys, I'll see you later tonight. Get comfortable, all right? Make sure your internet is working, and I present to you my sister since 8 years old, the one and only V partner, Kalai Arasi.
Chief, there's actual physical line here.
Yeah, exactly.
From A to B.
The only V partner, Kalai Arasi.
Chief, there's actual physical line here.
Yeah, exactly.
From A to B.
Exactly. It so happened.
Thank you, Chief. And you know, I was looking at the line. Adrian put this line so that Chief and I and all the speakers, we don't cross it. But there's